What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You guys, I hope you are ready. We brought back a classic. We got Secure the Bag with Financially Free D. And listen, you guys, you already see the background. D out here chilling in a mansion. No, I'm messing. D out here chilling in a mansion. And I got the Classy Climb tour. You know, next year we have 10 dates. We're super excited. They'll be dropping on Black Friday. Brace yourself. Stop emailing us. We gonna have the list dropping on Black Friday. But before we get started, say hello, everybody, once again to Financially Free D. Say hello to everybody, Financially Free D.
Hi, everyone. Hello, classy climbers. I'm super excited to be back here. Hello again, Erica. Thank you for gracing us with your presence from Mexico. Well, you might be back now.
I just got back. I'm back. The cleaners had to clean up. I'm ready to go. Everybody drop your city and state in the chat. And listen, you guys, that link right there will be for the bundle. You can always check it out anytime. Thank you, Stephanie, for becoming a YouTube member. Boy, you guys know you can always join for the private videos, but that's another conversation. D, I think they got a nice little video intro they want me to drop for you. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get it dropped. But how have you been?
I've been amazing. I've been so busy, Eric. I have so much to share with you. So yes, let's jump into it so we can talk. I feel like I my long lost girlfriend from college or something.
We've been hanging out. We've been out here in the world. Right. Let me share my screen here. Sorry. You know, when you got 40,000 windows open, you're like, wait a minute, did I open that too?
Every day.
That'd be my life. You don't even know. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Financially Free D here. And to celebrate 1 year since we've been on Erica Williams' Classy Climb show, I am bringing you all a very early Black Friday special. So, you want to go from 0 to 100K just like I did right now? Join me on November 18th in the Secure the Bag, the Credit Playbook Master Class, where we will be covering how you should structure your credit profile, how you should structure your business, but most importantly, the lenders and the banks that you can use right now to get funding. But that's not all. I'm including a bonus challenge to help you execute on all of the things you learned in the master class. And I got a little bit more for you guys just because I'm in the holiday spirit. I have 2 extra special bonus offers included. So for the first 15 people who register with that link down below, I'm going to include an extra special discount for you. And if you want to go from 0 to 100K right now, register for our masterclass on November 18th, and I'll see you when it's time to secure that bag.
Now, you know, D, no show goes without a few hiccups. So if you could, tell us your origin story if you could. That'd be great for us. Let's just kick it from there. Technical difficulties, but let's keep it moving. Hey, D, how did you get into this? I've seen you before somehow, somewhere. Tell us, how'd you get started on this credit journey?
Yes, ma'am. So, Erica, I'm going to definitely give you my story, and then we'll run it back for them because I think they need to hear from other people too, not just me, but I will definitely get started with my story. So if you all are watching, I very much am not a social media guru. Let me tell you guys that I did not come from social media. There's a lot of people that did. If you've watched the previous video, you saw that I was probably very nervous. Me being on these social platforms is very I'm very nervous. But I actually started out like most people who are probably watching. I started out in corporate America, literally at 18 years old. Went to school and was working. I was working and going to school. That's a lot of people's story, working and going to school, and had to learn through experience as well. So I started working in corporate America at 18 in the financial industry. So I was the low man on the totem pole all the way up to, some pretty great positions. So I started there. Then the pandemic came. Listen, they wanted some things that I wasn't, we talked about this last year. I wasn't really with it. I was not interested in doing the things that corporate America required for me as, a woman here in America. I didn't want to do that. So I said, all right, bye to this job. We got to go. Disclaimer, I would not advise any of you to just quit your job, but I did. I just quit my job. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything but the will and the determination to say, I'm not coming back to this job. I know that. And so I started my entrepreneurial journey then. That's how I started it. I quit my job, but I will give a disclaimer. I had a good amount of money saved up. So when people, ask me, I get that question a lot, like, D, should I just leave my job? No.
No, ma'am.
No. Any person who has worked with me, they know I say stay at that job until you build up enough business credit to leave. And that's kind of what happened with me. I left the job. I wasn't responsible at first. It was the pandemic. It was the beginning. I was,
hey.
out there in the world.
Out
there in the world.
We get caught up. We fall down sometime. And fall right onto a plane and go right to the beach.
Right to the beach. I was at where Erica just left, Cabo, Cancun, Tulum, Jamaica, everywhere.
We was out there.
We were out there, running up them credit cards like a real smart person. You know what I mean? Personal credit cards, guys. Personal credit cards. Utilization on top of utilization.
She was treating herself.
Until I reached 99%. 99% utilization on these credit cards. And like Erica said, the reality starts to hit you for real. Like, so for anybody watching, and if reality is hitting you right now because the free stimmy money is gone, the unemployment is gone, the easy way of living is gone. I've been hit with that. I was hit with that during the pandemic because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a business, and I didn't have a plan. So when I decided to come back from, permanent vacation, I said, I really want to start that business. I really want to do this. I want to take it serious because I was a person always doing like little side hustles. So if you're one of those people too, maybe you can relate to me where you're selling jewelry, you're selling hair, you may be doing Turo or, some little things on the side to make income, but you're not taking it serious because you have that job to rely on. You can always not make $1 in business and get that guaranteed check. And so that was me. But when I decided to leave corporate America, I was hit with the real. I was hit with, okay, I have a $15,000 credit card that I need to pay off. And I want to start a business. And not only that, I've trashed my personal credit score, So with that, that's when I said, all right, I'm going to change my life. I started watching your channel.
Thank you.
So kudos to you. Flowers to you.
Thank you
for making us aware that we have to take life, more seriously. And so I said, all right, we're going to take it serious. We're going to fix that personal credit score and we are going to start this business. And that's exactly what I did. And so.
Well, I was going to say this, but you know what? The best part about that is, and maybe I don't always convey it here on this channel, play and relaxation is an integral part of your journey. Like if we're always on go, grind, hustle, we miss the most fun parts, right? So I'm proud of you that you were able to stand up and say, you know what? I'm not going to take this at my job. I value myself. I love myself. I'm going to step away from here because my body and my decisions are valuable to me. And you were able to see I can go travel. I can live well. I can run it up. You see what running it up look like, right? And so I want people to always not go, man, she burned up all her credit cards. No. She took a stance on the value of her life and what she thought was right at the time. So we work with what we know.
You know what? I'm glad that you said that because there was a point, and I didn't talk about this on the previous interview, but I am going to talk about it now. There is a point that I felt like lost and confused and like everything was kind of caving in on me because one, at that job, it was a 6-figure job and I was in my 20s. So nobody supported me. Everybody was like, what are you doing? Leaving your job. And then two, when that credit card bill came, I was like, oh my God, like, how did this even happen? But fast forward, what are we like almost 4 years later? That job that I was at, they literally, no lie, Erica, they actually did away with that department and they outsourced it to a whole nother country. So there was 120 people in my department who all lost their jobs. Literally.
See, it was, aren't you glad you got your eye opening then and pivot? So now
Yes.
you have people who've spent the last 3.5 years still there, still going to work, still just getting in the car. There've been no long-term plans. I mean, you guys, if you could drop a one in the comments right now, just for the content we're giving y'all right now, these gonna be some good clips when I put them on Instagram. Just drop a one in the comments right now because I love it. But I want you to understand that these jobs will close up tomorrow and replace y'all and
True.
ship it on right on through the door and keep
True
it moving.
story, Erica. True story. I have colleagues, like ex-colleagues, that contact me right now. No lie to you. I wish I could bring this person up. Two of them started trucking companies. Now they're calling me, hey D, can you finally help me with that business credit you've been talking to me about for 3.5 years because I don't have a job. People who are making $150,000, $175,000 gone because they're manager positions. We were a special team. So those people, you're not just going right in to $175,000 in finance. Like, you know what I mean? You're not
just gonna bounce. You're not just gonna roll bounce.
You're not gonna just roll bounce. You're not. Ooh. So am I grateful? I am more.
See, but that's the thing. I tell people the blessings is when you can look back and go, you know what? That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, I made it. I done made it through. Okay, what's the next step? Yes. And a lot of folks will never take that leap. Leap to leave, to believe in themselves, to stand up for something. So, you know, honestly, man, you got 120 people that ought to be calling you from that office. But that's when I be telling people, like, I remember I had a lady who was we were making like 50K. It was one of these jobs at Lowe's. But she was saying how she was one a year. She'd buy some cheap little rinky-dink place and she got her Lowe's and Home Depot discount and she'd be working on it and people making fun of her at the office. And guess what? Well, I looked up, I think maybe 6 years later, lady had like 7 rentals.
Wow.
She wanted to at that point.
Right. And you just said the key. So I name myself Financially Free D. Free is the key. So if I want to work that job, I can go back. There's banks trying to hire me right now, Erica. Like, no lie to you. I know vice presidents at banks, like big top 5 corporations, top 10 banks in America. They're calling me, hey D, we gotta come on. Can you?
I got a sign-on bonus, girl. Don't you want this sign-on bonus, girl?
There you go. And I'm like, no, but I know that option is there. So you just said the key. There's so many people who are beholden to these jobs. They're beholden to what they're doing because they don't have the freedom of option. And business credit literally gave me that freedom and that option. So I am true to my name. I believe in what my name represents. And I hope for everybody here watching, if you're watching Erica's channel, I hope that you're listening to what she's saying and you're applying it. Because listen, 120 people, no job, no warning, no nothing, outsource, gone.
Boom,
gone.
They lucky they didn't make them train somebody on the way out the door. Hey, could you train Miguel before you leave? They better be glad.
Yes.
And I want you to understand there's a power in the pivot. Like I got a book coming out called The Pivot is a Mofo. I mean, it's just like you got to understand, you got to be the way the economy is shifting, you got to be able to shift too. And you got to be able to have some personal dreams that you guys are working on. And it's so vital. It's so important. Now, D, now most people going to say, wait a minute now, D. Now you came back from hot girl summer. Now you came back and you enjoyed yourself. You didn't have no job. You said you had 99% utilization. How did you get $100,000 in credit? Wait a minute. What part of the story is that?
Okay, so that part of the story is actually the beginning. So if you wouldn't mind playing that first video, Erica, and I'm going to explain it. I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. So if you are watching, I hope you're paying attention because I'm going to give it to you. True, real story.
For sure. Let us play around and see if we got it in the right order now. Listen, y'all, my VA is going to be like, don't blame us. We sent it to you in the right order. Okay, hold on a second. It's tripping. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, that ought to do it. Let's see if it'll do it.
at the age of 18. So I worked in business finance, and my last position was as a business financial auditor. So I learned an array of how business works in corporate. So I worked for the largest privately held corporation in the world. I decided during the pandemic, I'm done. I gotta go.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see all that video? Okay. Listen, tell DJ stop wearing them bright shirts like he in the 1990s disco party. I love it though. He be in all the party shirts. I be like, we were in Africa. We was in a party shirt in my photos. I'll post that in the comment section so y'all can see it. So D, like, you done went to Africa. You done bought some land in Africa. Okay, I'm gonna be in Zanzibar in March, but that's private. I'm gonna just be out there on my own vacation. But you are out here changing lives.
Yeah, let's start from the beginning, Erica. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to pick it up, but I wanted you guys to see that video is literally me a year ago here with Erica. And so it's very important that you understand my beginning story so that you understand the power in patience, the power in consistency, and the power in believing in yourself. So like I told you guys, those credit cards are maxed out, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It's my true story. I was at a 645 credit score. True story. Facts. So then, remember I told you guys I had that lump sum of money though, because I did have a high paying job. So I'm not going to lie. So I had that lump sum of money, and I was living off them credit cards because I was like, listen, if they shut this whole world down, I'm going underground or something. You know, I'm good, you know? So when I realized, like, okay, making a decision, is it important to secure my future or be concerned with what if? Everybody's always scared about what if this fails? What if this? What if that? And I said, no, I'm not doing that. So I took $15,000 out of my savings, and I said, all right, boom, 15,000. We're going to wipe that utilization clean. Right. And now my credit score literally shoots up from 645 to about 745, 750. Boom, 100 points, just like that. Just paying off my utilization. Then I started really studying, like doing a lot of the things that you said, like, you know, going to masterminds, learning my craft, doing my thing. And I realized, okay, let me do some things with my personal credit to get it above that 745, because 760 is the high point. Up there. It's up there. So I'm like, okay, a little higher, but I'm a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. I've been here for about 14 years.
Listen, Navy be the best friend you never had.
The best friend you never had. And let me tell you, there's a whole bunch of people who, you know, when YouTube became a big thing, they start talking about it and stuff like that. But for me, it wasn't even from YouTube. It was my real experiences. Navy Federal, true story, Erica. They gave me a personal credit loan for like $75,000 at like 19 or 20. I'm not even playing with you.
Come on now. They said they saw her major, y'all. They said, look, she getting a finance degree. Let's go and lock her in.
Right.
Let's lock her in early.
Right. So I'm like, okay, let me work with Navy Federal. And this is a true story. At that time, I had a credit limit of maybe like $5,000. My highest personal credit limit was like maybe $5,000. And then on one limit, and then I had 5,000 over here, 5,000 over there. So that's that $15,000 accumulated. So I'm like, okay, this is the home of the high limits, because they've given me personal loans for crazy amounts. So let me see, what can I do? So I start talking to the bankers. This is before I was even looking on YouTube or anything. And I'm like, okay, what are some of my options? They're like, okay, you have this amount of money in the bank. We can see that you have this money. Right. You can use, there's this thing called a pledge loan. I'm like, what's a pledge loan? So guys, at this time, I've been at Navy Federal for 10 years. I didn't know anything about this.
Girl, ain't nobody tell you. See, they be your best friend, but don't tell you nothing.
Don't tell you nothing to help you out. So I'm like, okay, pledge loan. All right, how am I going to do this? Okay, come to find out, boom, take this pledge loan
Mhm.
and you can apply, get 15, 20, 30, 40,000, how much ever money that you have available to you. It's a secured loan with your own money. So you can get a loan, manufacturers, what we call it, manufacturer a credit line or a loan. So for me, it's like, okay, let me take $40,000 and let me secure that. The great thing about Navy Federal that all banks don't do this.
Mhm.
Most banks don't do this is
Right.
Navy Federal will allow you to borrow all of your money back.
I
So
love it.
they'll give it to you. You give it to them and then they give it right back to you. The gem and the key in doing a Navy Federal Credit Union pledge loan is you're going, as soon as they release that money to you, you're going to pay off 90%, 80%, 70% of the loan. So that way it looks like you have a paid off loan.
Mhm.
And that is going to greatly increase your credit score. That gave me like an additional 50 points within the first 30 days as soon as it reported. So at that point, I went from 745 to 800 like that.
D, do you know how many people I've gotten on the phone and they say, man, I have a closed or I messed up a charge card at Navy Federal. I done messed it up. I was like, baby, go back.
Go back.
Baby, go back.
Go back. Pay them their money.
Credit unions, but not that many Navy Federals.
Not that many Navy Federals. Almost like none. And I would, let me tell you the power in this. So boom, I get this pledge loan done. Automatically I apply for a credit limit increase. Remember, I told you guys now my credit limit, my highest credit limit was $5,000.
Right.
Automatically, after I did that pledge loan and it was reporting, I requested for an additional $20,000 increase and they gave it to me. Literally,
they're
24
like,
hours.
Bless her.
Boom. Just
Bless
like
her.
that.
She
Just
want to
like
throw
that.
money. We gonna throw her some money.
We gonna throw her some money, some real money.
They be like, you
So,
want a car
boom.
loan too? They be like, you want a car loan, baby?
Try to throw you everything. So if
Yes,
you are
right.
watching and you don't have Navy Federal and you can get access to it, I say go after it. So boom, my credit score's up. My personal credit limit is high. It's high. So I'm on cloud nine. I'm like, I got a $25,000 credit card. Yes. So I'm like, okay, let me create this business entity. So I created this business entity and I'm like, I'm going to go do some real business. This is what I'm going to do. But I said, I'm not going to use my personal money. I refuse. You guys know I hate using my own money. As you can see, why my other credit card was high. So I said, all right, I'm not going to do that. So what am I going to do? I got to figure out, interact with these people, go to the banks. Like I said, my background is in finance. So I actually talk to the actual bankers. I didn't get to learn from YouTube like a lot of people are learning now. I'm late to YouTube, guys. Sorry, I'm not a social media person. Even though I'm young, I'm late to it. So
she one of the millennials. She one of the millennials that sometimes be like, what's the internet? What's the Facebook? What's going on out here?
Right. So I start learning, start talking to the banks. True story. If you were at the OPM, I have a really good friend that I have a relationship at one of the biggest banks in America. And he told me, D, this is what you do. You got your credit limit, your personal credit limit up to par. Now, as soon as that is reporting, you're going to come in here and you're going to open this business checking account and you're going to apply for a business credit card that at 0% interest the same day with the same inquiry. And he said, you're going to get approved, but you have to wait for your personal credit limit increase to be reporting on your credit report first. So I just did exactly what he told me to do. And literally, boom, go in, brand new business, day one, go in $25,000 on a 0% interest business credit card for 2 years. So I just rinsed and repeat. So I just did it. And I got 4 products and got $100,000. 4 products, one bank, 4 products, $100,000.
I love it.
Brand new business.
Freshly minted business.
Freshly minted business.
Listen, you know, so many people get, oh, I don't know. Is it possible? We keep showing you examples that it's possible. We keep pulling up people. We keep throwing them to the bank. You know, and so when people say, but D, I got an LLC, they didn't give me no money. What happened? And sometimes you have to say, are you structured properly? Talk to them.
You just hit the nail on the head, right?
Okay.
So if you came in early, You saw the video Erica played first, but we're gonna talk about that again at the end.
Sure,
and this is
sure.
exactly what I'm gonna be going over in the masterclass. Literally, how to structure your business. So, number one reason why people are getting denied. Every single client that I have worked with to date, we've had to restructure something, and maybe something very, very, very small. So, number one, what industry is your business in? What industry is your business in? Are you going to a bank that offers loans and lines of credit to commercial real estate, but you're in a cleaning business?
Yep.
So you got to know what industry your business is. Is it a high risk business? Are you in the cannabis? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but okay. Are you in the cannabis industry? There is specific banks, and they're very, very, very minute amounts. Actually, I have relationships with two of those banks as well, that they loan specifically to cannabis businesses because other banks won't do it. They won't do it. So what industry is your business in? What's the name of your business?
Oh, tell them.
Is your business name,
Funky Freddy's?
Right. I do gambling, like some
hotgameltip.com.
Hotgameltip, right. I do stock trading. Like what?
Stock hot tips. Frankie Freddy's pizza and stocktips.com. Like, no, stop. Stop. Cut it out, y'all.
You can't do that.
You tell people they can do an LLC, they go, I want to make the coolest No, wait. This first one, let's just call it Mr. Lee. Something. Keep it simple.
Mr. Lee's LLC.
Mr. Lee Services, Mr. Lee Company. Keep it simple. Next one, we can do the funky stuff. But this one, let's just keep this one simple.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's what they say.
Very simple.
So I tell people, I've actually told a lot of people during our consultations, hey, make your actual business entity name general, very general. And then do your DBA as whatever you want it to
Frankenstein
be.
Pizza, whatever you want.
Frankenstein Pizza. I do stock tips. And what does that do for you? If you're watching, what that does for you is when you are applying at the bank, they see Mr. Lee's Enterprises, right? So that's the legal name of your business. But when you go do business online, when you run ads, when you do whatever you do, you're Frankie's Stock Tips, Mr. Lee's, betting or whatever, and you're legally operating perfectly fine. You have a legal business name, and then you have a DBA or doing business as or a fictitious name that actually highlights what you actually do or what you actually want to be. And that is what stops majority of people from getting funding today. Names and industries and going to the wrong banks.
Listen, PNC, they was like, we can't loan on this LLC, but we can loan on that one. Give us that one. Open up that account. So I want to tell y'all, like sometimes acquisitions, investments, freight, logistics. I mean, I've seen a lot of people call me. I'll be like, girl, now you already know what I'm going to tell you when you get on the phone. Okay. Right. And so like, I want y'all to go is boring. Like there's a name generator that we've showed on this channel like a million times. Keep it simple. So very boring that like when it slides across somebody's desk, their eyebrows shouldn't even move. They should be like, oh, okay, company, boom, and slide right by it. And don't think nothing of it. That's the goal.
The key is to blend in. This is not where you want to stand out. Stand out in your marketing. Don't stand out with the banks, with the underwriters, because those are the two things that they're looking at the most. So you definitely want to be sure that your business entity is structured properly. And for me, I have a checklist. If you work with me, we got a checklist that we go over. Do you have this? If you don't, we got to update it. Do you have that? If you don't, we have to update it. And for some people, they don't want to do the work. $1 million in credit is very much obtainable. Right. But if you like, D, I'm not changing the name. D, I don't want to change the industry. D, I don't want to do this. Well, then you don't want other people's money.
Y'all, American Express has hit me up at least once every month for this company that ain't even active. It's just the name is very generic. And it goes to this mail off this office. And every month, like Cocker, I'll open up and American Express be like, hey, would you like some money? And I'd be laughing because I'm like, American Express don't email me, don't send me no mail, no other company but that one. And so when I tell y'all, like as a person who has multiple LLCs, and your NACA codes matter and all that other stuff because somebody asked in the comments. But I'm telling you, it's like the name matters. That American Express only comes for that one particular company, and
Yes.
it's because it's a very generic. It's very generic.
Yes.
So
And speaking of that, so
mhm.
yes, your NAICS codes do matter. So what is your NAICS? If you don't know what a NAICS is, a NAICS code represents to the government what industry your business actually operates in. So there's ways that you can massage this to actually coincide with what you're actually doing, but you need to be aware of what is a high risk industry. If you are watching, you need to write that down. you need to write that down. What is a high risk industry? And if your business is operating in a high risk industry, understand that you can change that. You can update that. A lot of people, that's the number one question I get. D, I made a mistake. I put realty. Realty. I put stock. I put financial. I put cannabis. I put logistics, trucking, this, that. This can be updated with your state, and this can be updated with the IRS. You are not stuck, but you are going to continue to get denied if you do not update this information. It is a necessity. Yes.
For sure. Somebody said making sense here. I'm telling y'all, listen, it's the little things. It's the little things that get you caught up, and then you don't realize. Oh, you got to realize bankers are being taught, you guys, to look for a no. Right? When we are looking for a yes, like yes, it should be a yes. No. This ain't Shark Tank. They looking for a no. They going, oh, that's different. It's a no. Like they're just looking for a simple no. Like you got to think about somebody who's trained to look for fraud, and they're constantly being told everybody's a scam, everything's a fraud. Like accountants, and I don't know if Brandy's in here, but accountants and people who do taxes and people who work in banks, they're taught to look for the thing that stands out, the red hair, the something that's off. So the way we would think, hey, I did 80%, close enough. No. Don't try to wing it.
You do realize, I think I told you this, when I told you that in my last corporate position, literally that's what I did in my job. That's why I'm so good at this, because we literally were looking specifically hundreds of thousands of transactions every single day. Largest privately held company in the world. So I was literally looking at hundreds of thousands of transactions for millions and millions and millions of dollars. And when you're looking through that much stuff every day, you're looking for what stands out. You're not looking for what is it. So there's people who blend in. We didn't red flag them.
No mind.
We don't pay them no mind.
I had a bank one time go, Miss Williams, you make a lot of money, but $40,200 came in 3 months in a row, and $40,000, like they had it to a penny, came out exactly. And I'm like, I have payroll, I have advertising, I have this and that. And I'm like, ma'am, how many Americans come in here and put 40K in a month in this bank? Not many. Quit tripping. But they're looking for that's exact number, Miss Wood. It's the exact number, the same every month. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't even noticed it was the same, but they did. And so you guys have to understand, you're working with people who are looking for like, that's very suspicious, right? Whatever, right? Yes. And so again, Black Friday, every time I've had big sales Black Friday, I've actually got a call from my personal banker because I'm at one of these small Texas banks. They're like, how you doing? We're just checking, making sure everything all right. I'm like, now what you calling me for? Because this ain't what you asking. You asking something else.
You brought up American Express. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about American Express. Let me tell you, these are real life stories I want to help you guys with and allow you to kind of navigate. So with American Express, when you first start with them, this is a tip. If you open American Express business account, you do not, and I repeat, do not start swiping like crazy in the beginning. What American Express is known for is the home of no limit. So no limit, right? You can swipe as much. You can swipe as much as you want to.
Yeah.
But forewarning, if you do that when you first open the account, they will bucket you. And what is bucket? Okay, you used to have no limit. Now you can only spend $1,000 a month. You can only spend $1,000. This has happened to 4 people I know. So the biggest difference between right now and last year when we last spoke, Erica, is the banks are tightening. The economy is where we said it was going to be last year. So
we told people,
we told people,
get ready.
So if you don't know, how easy it was to get credit last year, it's not the same game. So when we're talking about, hey, you got to work with the right banks. Hey, you got to have your entity structured properly. Hey, you need to have your personal credit. And we're not talking about just your score, but we're talking about your utilization. If your utilization is too high and you still have a pretty high credit score, you will get denied. They're looking at all of this
everything.
Stuff. Everything.
We had a nurse over here, one of our Classy Climb students. She got 100K and she was like, I'm scared. She got 3 cards and she was like, I'm scared. That's a lot of money. I'm like, baby, you ain't applied for nothing in 4 years. They just like, what you waiting on?
Yes.
but again, even her, nothing applied, paid off car, nice high paying job. They called her each card. They called like, hey, this you applied? Yes, me. It's me. Okay. And then they gave her the credit line. So you got to understand the banks are like, again, Americans spent what, $1 trillion the last 120 days? $1 trillion on credit cards. So they're looking now like, what, you just now applying? What you want? You just now applying? Where you been? You know what I mean? So even though this girl's young, never had any credit cards, paid off, very like cash and credit, cash paid off person, even the banks called her. So you got to realize, like, they're looking for a note. This isn't to discourage you guys. This is just to encourage you to possibly work with someone like Dee so that you can make sure you're skipping those mistakes the first time around.
Let me tell you the key thing, and I will tell you the thing that got me to 100,000. I'm being very honest with you. We talked about this before, Erica. I am not a credit card stacking guru. You will not see that anywhere on my.
You're not gonna hold the cards to your ear.
Yeah. I'm not. You don't see that. But in all actuality, when I said I was going to get that $500,000, I got it. I got that, and I meant that. You know what I'm saying? So
put 500 in the chat, y'all. Just put 500 in the chat.
Yes. But I'm not the typical person you'll see on social media. I don't have like this whole stack and this whole thing. You know what I got? Girl? Right. I've got banking relationships. Banking relationship. I am a relationship banking credit person. So when you sit down with me, guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about your personal credit. Let's get that in order. First and foremost, your business entity. Let's get that in order. Second, third, let's get your banking relationships in order.
Right.
And then I can connect you with someone that you can work with. And that makes it a lot easier. Let me tell you what a banking relationship manager or underwriter can do for you. You can't do for yourself is they can go back and say, hey, you need to consider that there's this person has this type of business. So guess what? 3 months out of the year, they're slow, but the rest of the 9 months of the year, they're making exponential amount of money. When you apply online and you don't have a banker or someone at the bank to work with you, it's just denied. That's it.
Listen, I'll tell y'all a little secret. Listen, I've told it to my classes. PNC, they have a card. It's very unique. We talked about in the fundamental, but it's 100K. And they were like, ma'am, do you think you can spend 100? I mean, we can't give you this card if you don't think you can spend 100. And you're like, is this how y'all act? But they were so serious. They're like, if you can't spend 100, this is a very unique card. We're giving you our special limit here. And so some banks are different. Some banks are like, here's 20, keep it moving. But some banks are like, if you can't spend 100, we're not giving you this card and give you special privileges and an account manager. So y'all got to be ready.
Very true. That is very true. I have a client that I work with and a bank that I work with that they literally have a credit card that goes up to $1 million. And there's people in the bank that don't even know it exists. I'm talking about people that work for this bank.
I believe it. Girl, I had to go back talk to the manager. Because I was telling her about listen, you know, fundamental, y'all know this. I was telling her about this particular card at PNC. And they were like, what? And the manager came around the corner. Oh, no. She's supposed to come over here for the meeting. Come on. And I was like, oh, I'm here for this card. And they don't even know at the front what the name of this card is. They don't even know. Because they're not educated on this particular card for this particular account. That's what the underwriters are supposed to do.
Yes.
That's not their business.
That's not their business.
That's not their business.
And a lot of people, if you only go into like regular we call it retail branches, they only know what they're trained to know. That's what, just like all the rest of us, you know, who worked in corporate. You know what you're trained to know. If it's not in your scope of work, it's not your business.
Like, what? What's that? People looking at me like I was lying. I'm like, baby, y'all got me here for the appointment, not the other way around. I'm supposed to be
Right.
here at 2. Where your manager at? He come around the corner.
Yes.
Oh, no. They don't know the name of that card. Come on. I'm like, what? So
Yes.
again, you have to really having relationships at the bank is it's a game changer. And
Yes.
I think I told y'all, the audience here, like I end up, early this year, the credit crunch got tight. Everybody, other banks were like, oh, we don't know. And then I got a
Yes.
call from over 10 different banks this fall, right before I left for Mexico. And I'm like, they're like, is there anything we can do for you? You need anything at the end of the year? Did you want us to review? Did you want to update your application? I'm like, what? Where
You're
was
telling
y'all
the
in April,
truth.
May, June? Where was
You're
y'all at?
telling the truth. You're
Yeah.
telling the truth, Erica. They're literally, I have clients that's like, we had to take a break. There's
Mhm.
nothing we can do right now because
Mhm.
they've tightened everything.
Yep.
Everything's frozen. But guess what, guys? It's open season now.
Right.
It is open
They need
season.
them Christmas bonuses.
The Christmas bonuses. Listen, they need to go. Black Friday comes from being in the black. That means
Yeah.
that these banks need to open so many accounts.
Yep.
They need to give away so many loans. They need to give away
Mhm.
so many credit cards, and they need to give away so many lines of credit. And you wouldn't know that. So you think, oh man, nobody would approve me for
Yep.
this period of time. But guess what? We're in open season. So we know
Mhm.
those banks. We have relationships with those managers at those banks. And they're, hey, D, we open for business now. Bring your
Yep.
people.
It ain't April, May. We switched up.
Right.
What was the one guy that just, oh man, I don't forgot. Dang it. I was just thinking about it. But it's okay. Long and the story short is, KB Homes. KB Homes, right? Killer, not killer, what do you call it? Boy, I can't even think. But KB Homes, long and story short, every place, DR Horton, all these new home builders have their own mortgage bank. And they were like, listen, you got a 600, we'll get you in a house. Right? Now, your mortgage brokers out here telling you 620, 650, 700. KB like, you got 600, we'll get you in a house. You got 580, we'll get an FHA. Now, what people don't understand is KB runs out November 30th. That's their company's closing date for the year. So we went by one property company over here and they had 50 council contracts. He was like, pick a house. What you want? We can get the rate locked in at 5%. So we had a friend who he's a broker and he never uses VA loan. His credit ain't great. He's going through divorce. And they were like, you ain't never used a VA loan? Come on over. And he's literally walking away from the closing table with 11 grand.
Wow.
And his interest rate is going to be 4.5%. They making deals. It's the end of the year. They got to make a deal.
This is deal season. So if you were on pause for 4 to 5 months out of the year, you're not down and out. You just needed a break. And now you just need to go and work with the right lenders because I guarantee you the highest bonuses come out during this time of the year. I try to apply for all of my credit between November and December. If I got to do something else outside of this window, I'll do it. But I try to apply because you know what? I'm getting the best bonus offers. I'm getting the most cash back. I'm getting the lowest interest rates, and I'm getting the highest probability of approvals with the right banks in this November and December. Erica, you know that this is fast.
Trying to make their time.
It's very important that you know this. It's very important you have your personal credit in order.
Right.
I went from 645. I am 815 now. And I actually have clients, literally, we started at the beginning of this year, 400 credit scores. 400 credit scores. And now they're at 720, 740, 745. We're talking about people, it took them a few months.
Yeah.
A few months. And so it's very important that you guys understand that if you do the work, you take in the information, run it like a playbook, verbatim, don't deviate from it, and actually do it, it works. So if you wouldn't mind, Erica, playing some of these people who've actually experienced this with me, because I don't want you guys to take my word for it, take their word for it.
For sure. Sorry, excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, y'all know, this is a homegrown channel. While we're waiting on that to pop up. So if you have Airbnbs, your business name should be generic, just for clarification.
Yes, ma'am. Your business name should definitely be generic. Remember, I said that you could always do something called a DBA, which is called doing business as. So your entity's name is whatever it is. Sims, it could be Sims Enterprises, right? So legally with the state and with the federal government and with the banks, your name is Sims Enterprises. But underneath that entity, you have something called a DBA, or a fictitious business name that you do business as, and it could be whatever you want it to be. Something Properties, Luxury Oasis, whatever you wanted it to be. And it legally works in tandem like that. So yes, any business you have should be generic legally. Very much so.
Gotcha. Okay, I think I got it. Listen, y'all. This is the Classy Climb. We're organic here. We're not a fancy studio. Let me make sure I get that off the screen, though. Here you go.
What's going on, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach, and I want to introduce you.
Oops, sorry about that.
It's okay.
To one of the departments of the 7 Spheres of Money, DJ the Money Coach team. The most important one for you right now, the recession-proof in 2023, is business credit. This person, at the young age of 29, exited corporate America, created herself a 6-figure income, and built over $250,000 worth of business credit in 12 months. She literally created $100,000 in 6 months.
My own mind, I thought I can be places, but after conversating with Dee, she was like, Brandon, there's a whole nother realm that you don't even know about as far as banking relationships and just how to use other people's money.
Hi, I'm Renee Bishop, founder and CEO of Defy Tech. I've recently been a part of her mentorship masterclass, where she's helped me with increasing my credit limit from $6,200 to $9,200.
Apply for the flagship, and I got that. So that's the additional $20K on the private side.
You said $20K limit on the flagship, right? Reward?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, Alexandra. Yes.
Okay. Did everybody see the videos?
Yes.
So, that first one, is it the like Zanzibar water?
Yes.
Like tropical water there.
Yes.
Listen, okay, y'all gotta, when you do the ad, you gotta do it right. You gotta put your feet in the water. Hey, it's me, D, from the islands. I'm in the water. How y'all doing today? Listen, we'll take over 2023. You need to sign up with Financially Free D. We put the links in the chat. It's gonna be pinned to the first comment. Don't miss it if you need it. They're gonna be able to reach out and help you.
Yes, Erica. So I want to bring up some of those people just to give you some context.
Sure.
So the first person that you saw, this is someone that literally is on the trajectory of $1 million in credit. So when we're talking about, if you have $1 million business and you don't at least have $500,000 in credit, you need to work on that. So if I'm someone who went from 0 to 100K with no revenue in my business, I don't think I said that before.
I made it was no money in that business.
No money, no revenue in my business.
In there.
Right. I literally got 100K in business credit in less than 6 months. It took me 4 months. By 1 year, I had 250. That's when I was sitting here talking to you guys last year. And now we're at the $500,000 mark. So of course I made money in, good money in my business. Like that. Sure. Yeah, but it's still a new business. Why is that? It's 2 years old. It's not 5, 10, 20 years old. It's 2 years old. So the other person that you saw is literally someone who was just like all of us here, who is still in corporate America. When I met her, she had a 500 personal credit score. She had no business credit. Literally to date, she has a 810 personal credit score. And this is all in less than 12 months, guys. 810 personal credit score, and has three literal credit lines, and with a total of like 60 to 75,000. I can't remember. She's applied for something new. She has 3 business credit cards now, all at 0% interest, and 1 business credit line. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not talking, I'm not only using people who make millions of dollars in their business. I can show you guys that, but most of us are not there yet.
We just started. Some people are just starting.
Some of us are just starting, or some of us are in the midpoint. So I want to show you guys people who got actual results. The person who I didn't show their face on the screen, but this is in my actual mentorship. That lady's personal credit limit was $3,000.
Yeah.
It was in less than 4 weeks. We got her a $20,000 credit limit increase. You heard her say that herself.
Mm-hmm.
So this can be you. It's highly possible.
Look, Journey Jasmine said, "Where do we sign up, girl? Just tell me where to sign up." Journey Jasmine, we're gonna have the links in the chat. D Brown said, "Hey man, I used 2 0% credit cards to buy 2 townhouses in Atlanta. It must be the name D. We rock."
Yes, ma'am. We love D's. We love D's. Yes, you can. You can. I'm glad she brought that up. So
Okay.
people ask me all the time.
Mhm.
Listen, Erica, if I'm
Mhm.
giving away too much, let me know.
Hey, this on you. You gonna get in trouble with DJ. That's not on me. No.
Okay. So people ask me all the time, D, can I buy real estate with business credit? I'm like, do you guys know that I bought into a resort and bought land and a whole brand new house that's being built right now on business credit? True story. This is a true story in a whole nother country. And we're going to get into that later. But this is not even in America where things are easy to just, transact because this is the way we do business. I literally have bought into businesses. I have bought into real estate. I put into my own business, all with my business credit. And like D Brown said, 0% interest is the only way that I go, if possible.
Hey now, watch out. She said, I don't pay the usury. I don't pay it. He said, even Tara's hiring, trying to get some money. Yeah. That's on Flo. They owe him some money back. Let me see. Oh, wow. D says she's got over 25 credit cards. God bless you. She got the phone to the ear, the cards to the ear.
Yes, she do. Yes, she do.
Oh, man. I'm sorry if I missed anybody else's comment. And look, Brandy said, true story. Brandy out there in Atlanta, buying up half of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do it, but Brandy gonna do it.
Brandy's my girl. Hi, Brandy. So, it is very, 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 very true. It works. So let's bring this full circle again. Right. Number 1, you have to get your personal credit in order. Do not allow anyone to tell you, hey, you can have a 500 credit score and get $1 million. That is a lie.
But D, no, they want to have bad credit and $1 million in business credit.
Not gonna work. Not gonna work. And you can change your personal credit score. Like I said, there's people in that testimonial who had a 400 credit score 9 months ago, and they now are knocking on 800's door. So if you're willing to do the work and have a little bit of patience, I'm not even talking about 10 million years. How long would it take you to save up 100,000, $500,000, $1 million? It definitely is not going to take you 12 months. So if you have that patience, you can literally kill all the birds with one stone. You can get your personal credit in order and then come off of personal credit. That's the key there. You get your personal credit in order, acquire business credit, get away from personal credit. So that way you don't have to worry about that anymore. Then once you get that together, you got your business entity in order. You can do multiple business entities, domestic filings, foreign filings, international filings. We get this rabbit hole goes deep.
Girl, I had to just file in another state to get a tenant evicted. I'm like, I'm in another state. Give me some more cards.
There you go.
I'm in a new state now. It's a different person. Listen, and here's the thing. Sometimes it's small fixes. You guys don't, get on the phone, hop on the phone with D, see if what it could possibly be. My mom called me one day and I went to go check her credit. You know what it was? She had all these inquiries that were getting ready to fall off. I said, girl, they're going to fall off after Christmas. Just sit tight. Don't do nothing.
Just chill out.
You about to have 0 inquiries on all your reports. You ought to be just fine. Go sit down somewhere. But little old people get ready to go shopping. It's Christmas time. They want to swipe their cards too now. But this is something I want y'all to understand is like, and again, why do we, and just to quickly, why do we focus on business credit? Why do we say, man, business credit is really good? Why? Just one more time.
Why? Okay, I'm going to give you guys 3 main reasons why we focus on business credit. Number 1, you get way more money with business credit than you get on your personal side. Like I said, there's legitimately me who has $500,000 in business credit with the receipts that will be in our class. So don't worry. I don't just put numbers out here. $500,000 in business. You know what's the highest amount of personal credit I ever had? Maybe like $80,000, $100,000. So it's a huge difference. And like I said, for me, I've received all of this money from 2 banks. So it's very important that you use business credit to get more funding to actually start your business, to grow your business, to invest. I've done all 3 steps. I used business credit first to start my business. Once my business was cash flowing, then I used business credit to grow my business so I can make more money. And then once I'm making more money, I'm using it to invest. You just heard me say every single thing I've ever purchased. I have real estate. That is facts. I purchased it with business credit. And it is important because business credit does not affect your personal credit unless you go delinquent. You can't just run off now.
Hey, don't run off on it.
You can't run off on it.
Don't do it. Capital One, listen, American Express gonna find you.
Yes, they will. So you want to use business credit for those reasons. You want to use it so that you have more money available to you. You want to use it so that you can acquire more things, start those businesses, actually get away from that 9 to 5, or just scale up your income. Here on this channel, Erica's been talking about affiliate marketing like crazy, right? So what does that look like? Okay, I'm going to do affiliate marketing as a business. Erica said I can make 100,000, 150,000 additional. How am I going to do that? And am I going to run those ads and do all of that by using my personal credit cards? No, I'm going to use an American Express business plum card where I have 90 days to pay it back. And then they're going to pay me in rewards just to use the card. And then they're going to offer me a line of credit because they see me using the card. And then I'm going to fly for free, get hotel stays, so it's how you do things. So that $150,000 then turns into like $300,000 because of all of the benefits that you receive from doing it that way. So business credit will literally change your life in 1 year. In less than that, literally.
So listen, you guys, the links is right here in the chat. Listen, you're gonna be saying, Erica, but I don't know if I'm on the right page. Does this look like the right page? Listen, baby, we're gonna make sure you in the right page. It looks like this is clear, is white. Don't miss it. Okay, right over here. Okay, look at that. That's us. You'll get it in the links. Don't miss it. You got the bundle, you got the masterclass. Listen, you get that 15 minutes with DJ the Money Coach team. Look all down through here. There's testimonials. Don't take our word for it. Let the people tell you what happened and how they changed their lives.
Yes.
So listen, y'all, the link is in the chat. Check it out. Sorry, click this off here. Look, Brandy, to my fire emoji, fire. Someone asked, "Are you in Texas?" I told them you're an international spy, but tell them where you at.
I am an international spy. You know, I kind of be all over the place using my business credit to pay for all my flights and stuff like that, guys. But you know, I actually am in California, but I have a lot of clients and I do a lot of work in Texas. So I actually just left Texas. So I want to tell you guys what I have for you. So Erica's showing you guys the page, but I want to let you know what we're about to do because we are going to secure this bag in 2023. I said it last year and I mean it this year. So it is not too late. Why is that? Because all of the banks, not all of the banks, but certain banks are here, open season, ready to give away money. So what are we going to do? Number one, we are holding our Secure the Bag Masterclass from 0 to 100K on Saturday, November 18th. Guys, that is 3 days away. I am holding this class and I have limited spots available in this masterclass. Let me tell you guys what we're going to do. Number one, we are going to get your personal credit in order. What does that mean? Let's talk about some personal credit repair. If you got your personal credit in order, all right, let's talk about those personal credit limits. Why does that matter? Because your business credit will mirror your personal credit limits. So if you have $10,000 in personal credit, you're likely to get $10,000 in business credit. But if you have $30,000 in personal credit, you're more likely to get $30,000 in business credit. So get that personal credit in order with those limits up high because Financially Free D is the home of high limits. That's number one. Number two, we're going to get that business entity in order. So, hey, where are you registered? What is your industry? What is your NAICS code? What is your business name? How are you structured? Because 9 times out of 10, that is why you are getting denied. Number three, for those of you guys who say, I'm pre-revenue, I haven't made any money in my business and I just need some dollars. Okay, if you saw my video, you saw that I've won several grants, Several. So we're going to talk about how to secure the bag with other people's money that you don't have to pay back. And I didn't actually talk about that because I want you guys to understand how valuable it is to be able to secure the bag and get that grant money, because it's free money. So we're going to go over those grants. And last but not least, the most important part, we are going to give you the banks, period. It's not no AD, I don't know where to go. Here you go. Here goes the banks. Here you go. And you can use all of that. So I'm telling you this. This is what you have to understand. You also get a bonus. You get a bonus consultation with the DJ the Money Coach team so you can get your personal finances in order. And last but not least, I'm doing something that I noticed that I did not do last year, and I really want you guys to win. Erica really wants you guys to win. That is why she created this channel. So we are doing a challenge. So for those of you who actually joined the master class, we're doing a following challenge, 4 days. You guys are going to be with me like this, one-on-one. And so a lot of people watch YouTube, they do these classes, and then they get the information and don't execute. We are going to execute. So every day we're doing a challenge. Everything we learned in the class, we're going to execute on in the challenge. So that way you're held accountable and we secure the bag in 2023. We're going from 0 to 100K. And I am guaranteeing that we get 5 people 100K within this 12 months. That's what we're going to do. That's my guarantee. Hold me to it. Screenshot it, whatever. We're going to make that happen. And for those of you who actually come to the masterclass, I got another bonus I don't want to say publicly, but if you're in the class, you're going to know what it is. And for the first 15 people, you're receiving an extra special discount. So the first 15 people who sign up for this masterclass, you are going to get an additional discount. So if you want to join us and register in the Secure the Bag 0 to 100K credit playbook, I will be there on November 18th, guys. So you better register down below because limited spots. Brandy knows when I hold my classes, I only hold them for so many people.
Brandy be like, all right, it's too many people in here. Get out now.
Yes, it's because of this, Erica, because of that Q&A. You know how it is. People have questions afterwards, and I'm the person, I want to answer all the questions. So we got limited spots.
So listen, Pro Dumpster Diver, I just signed up. I'm not missing it this time. Congratulations for signing up. Listen, all right, that's what we need. We need people ready to go ahead and sign up and get after it. It is November 18th. Do not miss it. Now,
and there's not going to be, we're not running it back, guys. That's another thing, Erica. Let me tell you guys full disclaimer, so don't be mad at me.
Come on.
I'm leaving to Zanzibar after this challenge is up, actually. So I will be gone until February in Zanzibar.
Now, you might as well stay to March because I'm gonna come there in March. So you might as well
so you can come see my house, Erica.
You might as well just stay to March. Because I have my event is in Las Vegas in March, and when I leave Las Vegas, I fly straight to Zanzibar. So go ahead and sit down. Give yourself an extra week.
Yes, I will wait for you, Erica. So
we get our chauffeur to drive us over there to that side of the island, depending on where you're at. But we're gonna get you. We're gonna get over there on that bumpy road. We're gonna get over there. How can we get over there?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna do about a good 3 weeks in Zanzibar, so I'll be out there. Listen,
come visit.
We'll chat after. We'll chat afterwards on this.
Yes, let's chat afterwards. So you guys, if you're watching, I want to give full disclaimer because I don't. People were mad at me last time when the calendar was closed. They were sending angry emails and stuff. So I'm telling you right now. Right, November 18th.
Baby, listen.
November 18th, we are doing the master class, and then the 4 days after that, we're doing the challenge. It's called Action to Execution is what we're doing. So you need to click down below. In the first 15, you get the discount. After that, once the doors are closed, they're closed.
Listen, D not playing with y'all. Listen, it's a new year, y'all. I think y'all don't understand. We're going into 2024. Y'all better catch me on tour because after July, I'm gone, baby. I'm going to be in Band of Canada. That's the last closeout date on the tour. But this is a pivot year, y'all. This is a massive pivot year for everybody I know and everybody I do business with. Look, Journey Jasmine said she just signed up. Independent Thinker said he just signed up. Brandy said y'all better come with your questions ready. Isaiah, listen, them village towns, sometimes the roads be like, Lord Jesus, can I get you be in the back of the van? Like, can you strap me down to the back of the van? Because this is just too much. But the rest of it's very beautiful, very clear roads. They're gonna drive a 90 on it, but they're gonna have you where you got to go. This year I'm gonna try to just take me by the boat. Just put me in a boat. Drive me to the other side of the island with the boat. Okay.
We love Zanzibar.
Love it.
Love it. Zanzibar is everything. So
well, I'm meeting some cool people coming. So we'll be all, maybe we can all meet and eat dinner when we get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, she said, if y'all missed it, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry about you. So you're gonna do New Year's overseas, is what you're telling us. Is what
yes, I am gonna do New Year's overseas.
Okay,
so that's why I'm here right now.
Mind your business. He's out of here.
Yeah, Erica, I gotta help the people before we go. So that is why let's get these personal credit scores up. Let's get these business entity structures together. Let's get these grants. Let's get this money. Let's secure this credit because I am gone. There is no consultation. There is no nothing. It's the 18th and the challenge right after that, and we're done. We're done until I get back.
Do they not realize there's 47 days left in this year?
Erica, I really don't think that they understand.
It's
I
less
really
than
don't.
6 weeks and 4 days left in this year. And some of us is getting on out the door. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I strongly suggest you connect with some of the people I bring on this channel because at the end of the year, Classy Climb is also going to be on a reduced schedule. We're going to be on the road. When you catch me, it's going to be on the road. And that's it. Listen.
Yes.
The
best thing I ever did, Erica, this is not even an ad to me. The best thing I ever did was watch your channel and plug into DJ the Money Coach. That changed my life. The business credit, it was a tool. You guys understand, business credit is a tool that you leverage. It is not a magic pill. Please understand that.
Because you got to change as you grow.
You have to change as you grow, and you have to put yourself in the room with the people who are doing it. And I say this all the time. If you cannot show me receipts, do not tell me that you can do it, period. Don't tell me you can do it if you can't show me that you did it for yourself. So very important. Get in the room. Everybody knows any room that I'm in, I'm gonna plug you in with whoever I can. Because it's necessary for us to grow as a culture. It's necessary for us to grow as a people. But you can't expect people to be on your time. You can't expect that.
Well, what's that thing? Emergency on your end don't mean emergency on my end.
Right.
Honey, sorry about you. I wish I could help you. I mean, it just did. But I want you to understand the reason I bring on who I bring on this channel is it's about freedom. It's about freedom, crafting your time, deciding what you will and won't do. I've told y'all the pendulum is swinging. You're going to see a lot more women going on the soft living. Dee going to be out there with her feet in the sand making commercials. Okay, she might get married to an African. We don't know something might happen. She going to be gone. Okay, she going to be gone. But I want you to understand you want to be able to give yourself options and choices. And I'm telling you that the fish is fresh, the lobster's fresh over there. She gonna be eating fresh fruits. She gonna be enjoying 75 degree weather. The sun gonna tan her up. Listen, I got a sunburn on my feet from Cancun right now. Fell asleep on the beach, and then I had to wake up like, Lord, what happened? But you rather be.
It's a different way of living. We as a people need to understand that is available to us. And who told us that it's not? And why should it not be? It's a different standard of living. Why would you not want to be free? Why would you want to be stuck in traffic? Like when I lived in Atlanta, I literally used to be stuck in traffic for like 3-4 hours. I was miserable.
Atlanta be treating y'all dirty with that traffic.
Not for me. I had to come home. Like who wants to ask a boss for time off if your kids are sick, if they got a special thing going on, or if you just want to leave and go on vacation, you need to reset. It is about being financially free. That financial freedom allows you to live how you want to live and do what you want to do. And if you want to do nothing, you can do nothing. Honey. If you want to do everything, you can do everything.
Listen, I tell y'all the most integral part about this is I talk about work hard, play hard. and you need play and you need breaks to help you kind of like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing this. This is why we help people. This is why we come out here. But a lot of this stuff is going on autopilot, y'all. A lot of this is we
Yes.
getting ready to run these ads and we gone, baby. I
Yeah,
don't know to tell y'all.
You and me both, Erica.
I
You
don't know
and me.
what to tell
So many of this. I watch this channel. I'm an avid watcher. So
Thank you.
again,
Thank you.
flowers to you. I
Thank you.
watch
Thank you.
this channel, and I'm like, when Erica's doing some things, I'm like, okay, let me. You put that spark in my mind, like, do I want to consider doing that? Like, you have to put yourself in a position. Get in the rooms. I've traveled across the country. I've traveled to other countries to be in the room with somebody I needed to learn from.
Yeah.
Period. Because they're giving me value. And guess what? I've made money every single time. Every single time. So using business credit has been a tool for me to do that. We met Microsoft. We met Microsoft on a whim. I had 24 hours to get my plane ticket and my hotel. And that has put so much money in our ecosystem. The 7 Spheres of Money, DJ the Money Coach, he brought those opportunities to me. He said, "Hey D, we gotta go." Guess what I did? Okay, that's what
was going. Listen, last time we were in Zanzibar, I think it was before me and DJ ran into each other at lunch, or was it dinner? And we ran into 2 twin girls. They work for TikTok. They were 2 black twins in Africa. They were at the highest rankings of TikTok. And we're like, tell us some stuff about TikTok. They said, well, just do this. They didn't even care. They didn't even care. They let us know all. So you don't know where you're going to run into people that are high quality. Like I was just in Mexico and I ended up running into a resort owner. And first I was like, yeah, man, you ain't no resort owner. But then we kept talking. He just chilling. He just chopping it. And later I go look him up. I'm like, this guy was actually a resort owner, y'all. Yeah. Like he won't front. He was telling us some information. It was, it was one of those things where you're like, all right, Jason Bourne, get out of here. Right. But it was really when you go out of the country and you carry yourself in a relaxed manner, all kind of people y'all gonna run into. And y'all don't understand that. Y'all gonna run into all kind of people who are living well and you just wouldn't even know.
That's the power. That's the power of business credit. That's the power of financial freedom. Get your credit in order, not for me, for you, because I'm good over here. I'm gonna try to stay good. You know what I'm saying?
So what you talking about?
right. You gotta get it in order so you can live that life that Erica talked about. So you can live the life that I talk about. I can't speak for Erica, but I'm a regular person. I used to work a 9-to-5 job just like everybody else.
Come on now.
Just like everybody else, a regular person. I'm not a social media guru who made millions of dollars from social media. That's not how it happened for me. And so I can relate to what you're going through. I used to sit in Atlanta traffic. Like I'm gonna always bring that up.
She was at the bank stamping y'all no. That's what she was doing at the bank. No. She was hitting y'all with the no paper.
Right. So it is a real thing. And I really, all jokes aside, Erica, I really want to help the classy climbers because you and the people you brought on this specific channel, specifically DJ the Money Coach, helped me and changed my life. So why wouldn't I want to do that for someone else? One thing is for sure, too much is given, much is required. So you have to pay it forward. So that is what we're doing with this masterclass, 0 to 100K, the credit playbook. So if you wouldn't mind playing that first video that you played last again, Erica.
I know. Listen, that's what I was gonna say. We're gonna play.
Yes.
We're gonna play it. Okay. Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Financially Free D here. And to celebrate 1 year since we've been on Erica Williams Classy Climb Show, I'm bringing you all a very early Black Friday special. So you want to go from 0 to 100K just like I did right now? Join me on November 18th in the Secure the Bag, the Credit Playbook Master Class, where we will be covering how you should structure your credit profile, how you should structure your business, but most importantly, the lenders and the banks that you can use right now to get funding. But that's not all. I'm including a bonus challenge to help you execute on all of the things you learned in the master class. And I got a little bit more for you guys just because I'm in the holiday spirit. I have 2 extra special bonus offers included. So for the first 15 people who register with that link down below, I'm going to include an extra special discount for you. And if you want to go from 0 to 100K right now, register for our masterclass on November 18th, and I'll see you when it's time to secure that bag.
All right, you guys. Listen, we love being here with you. Somebody said they just signed up. Hey, get in there. You guys, the links are in the chat and they will also be at the top pinned comment when this video is done rendering. Listen, we love it. We love being here, but it's about to be the holidays and we about to be up out of here, okay? And
Yes,
I wish you the best. Hold on for me, D, after we get off the live for me for 2 seconds. I have some homework to do, D, but it'll be done by the time you get back. Listen, Brandy already said she about to get direct to the plug. She about to call you up. She ain't trying to play
Brandy's my girl. Brandy knows.
her best life. Brandy be traveling. Brandy be out here at the football games. I'll be like, is she on the 50-yard line? How she get down there? Brandy be doing what she want to do now. Don't get
Yes, Brandy's already my girl. She's already plugged into the system. And that's the thing. Like all of my clients know, I give you strategic plans. You got homework to do. This is not, we're not playing around here. We don't do no, iffy type of stuff or whatever. We're going straight to what the underwriters tell me.
Plan.
Yes, straight to the plan.
but I love it. Listen, you guys, please reach out to them. Listen, they are open, full of ears, and you guys leave your comments if you have any questions or you catch this on the replay. Don't feel free to leave questions under the video because their team sees it, I see it, and we try to connect you to whoever can answer your questions. This is your girl, Erica Williams from the Classic Climb Blog. D, tell them, give them the wave. Tell them, see you later. See you next year.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching this. I am Financially Free D here with Erica Williams from the Classic Climb. Check us out. We got a YouTube channel, but most importantly, check us out in the masterclass. We love you, Erica, the Classic Climb. Give this lady her flowers, okay? Thank you.
All right, everybody. This is your girl, Erica, Classic Climb Blog out.